Good morning, everybody. High Mileage Rider here. About to set out on a ride on a beautiful Saturday morning. It's about 7:30 in the morning. It's 10 degrees already. Supposed to go up into the high teens, low 20s. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous morning, as you can see. Going to be heading out today near Rocky Mountain House. Going to go visit a buddy of mine who lives out there, and he's supposed to be home, assuming he doesn't get called into work. And should be a really good day. Going to try out the new GPS, the TomTom. Review is coming as soon as I learn all the functions, but I am going to try the Twisty Roads function and see if it can find any twisty roads in Alberta. We'll see you on the road. Riding through rural Alberta is absolutely gorgeous, seeing all the different farms. And it looks like that the higher temperatures in the low 20s and the wind, because it has been quite windy this spring, has really helped to dry out the farmers' fields. So hopefully they'll be able to stay on schedule for planting their crops. It's really cool seeing the older barns and farm sheds and such that they've managed to keep going, keep using, rather than just tearing it all down and building new. Beautiful view. Some cattle out grazing. There's the backside of the TransAlta Genesee power plant. Massive facility for here. So while I still have a lot to learn about my GPS, this is what it brought me for the Twisty Roads function in Alberta. I think I've been watching the same dog run away for about the last 60 kilometers. Looking forward to trying this in the States. Hopefully if we get to go to Sturgis this summer, through the Black Hills, there should be lots of twisty roads there. We'll have to wait and see what happens with COVID and the reopening of the US, and of course our own Canadian border reopening. So this is the town of Tomahawk, Alberta. Look at that motorbike. And two newer yellow Camaros. Soft ice cream. That sounds good. Oh look, Tomahawk has a saloon. The Doggone Saloon. Very cool. I think we'll have to go back and get a picture of that for Ken. So this is the town of Drayton Valley. I know I said I wasn't going to ride the same routes I'd done before, but I did take a completely different road to get here, which was pretty cool. It was much more scenic on the way down here. So we'll stop here, get some gas, and then head off to Rocky Mountain House. So we're going to go the back way to Rocky Mountain House. It's about another 100 kilometers, but before we make that turn, we have the turnoff for the town of Lodgepole again. So we're just leaving Brazeau Reservoir, and this is where we're going to take a whole new route to Rocky Mountain House to visit my buddy. It says that there could be unpaved roads, so that'll be exciting. Let's see where the GPS takes us. There's a horsey just walking across the road. Always have to watch out for wildlife in rural Alberta. So much for our nice sunny day today. The sun has disappeared, and those look like rain clouds. I've had a couple little speckles on my visor. Doesn't seem to be bothering these horses though. Must be a lunch break. So the temperatures dropped from like 18 degrees down to 14 degrees quite quickly. Hopefully I don't have to put on my rain gear. Still a pleasant day to be riding though. And it's always better than being at work. So we just turned on to highway number 11, also called the David Thompson Highway. And it looks like it's going to be taking me directly into those ugly clouds. Oh well, into every life a little rain must fall. And that's why they call it an adventure. And as quickly as the clouds were here, they've disappeared, and we have sunshine. Sunshine really warms things up. So here we are at Rocky Mountain House, population 7,300. So we'll stop and see if Greg is home. Maybe have a picnic in the backyard, maintaining our social distancing, and then continue on. So unfortunately my buddy wasn't home. He had been called into work for noon for an overtime shift. He's a healthcare worker. Can't pass up that big money. So I just spent a few minutes chatting with his family, and then back on the road again. My wife left me specific instructions that if I ended up finding myself around Red Deer, that I had to go to the donut mill and get some donuts. So that'll be our next stop. The donut mill in Red Deer, where I'll probably stop in their parking lot. They've got some picnic benches. I'll have my lunch. Maybe one of those nice warm donuts. And we'll again try the Twisty Road function of the GPS and meander our way back to Edmonton. It's gotten much sunnier. Temperature's still only like 16, 17. It's kind of fluctuating, but it's very windy today, so it's actually feels much cooler than the temperature would indicate.
And here we are for Mama, the donut mill. So we're heading back from Red Deer, and I wimped out and put on my rain gear because all around me is black skies and what looks like rain. This way I'll be sure that I don't get any rain. Well, everybody, we're just about back home in Edmonton. We drove through some rain and a little bit of sleet. Temperature dropped down to like 12, and then it went right back up, and now it's 20. Although you can still see some rain clouds. It's a north wind blowing from the south to the north, so everything I just drove through is supposed to hit Edmonton tonight and tomorrow, and cool off for the weekend. So it's good that I was able to get out, for the weekend, for the week, for Monday, Tuesday. It's good that I was able to get out on this Mother's Day long weekend. Well, I guess that'd be tonight, yeah. So it's supposed to be tonight and tomorrow for Sunday, yeah. So I hope everybody has a really good Mother's Day. And whether you have to chat through FaceTime or Zoom or any of those other apps, remember, everybody stay safe, ride safe. Today's ride ended up being, it'll be just a little shy under 600 kilometers, which is good training for me for if we get to do Sturgis this year, because I know there'll be some longer days in the saddle. We got to toughen up our butts, be ready to go. Oh, I should say, one of the things we're considering is if we're unable to do Sturgis because of COVID, because of problems getting across the border, or problems getting travel medical insurance, we might do, if hotels and everything are open, and if you're allowed to travel between the provinces in Canada, we might then change our plans and do our Dawson City ride. So we'll have to play it all by ear. I'm going to try and give those hotels a call this weekend and see if they're accepting reservations that can be canceled if, of course, we can't go. So yeah, we'll see you guys on the next ride.